What's going on? What's going on? My name's Anthony, Kingdom Driver 6. Started this channel a while back and really didn't put much content on it because I've been trying to figure out what to put on here, just to separate myself from everybody else that's doing it. I had a very specific, idea of what I wanted to do, and it was really about dealing with Uber and the changes in Uber, and how a lot of people are feeling jaded and feeling like I'm burnt on this. I don't want to do this anymore. I get it, just like any other business that you have. There are days where it feels like it's worth it and days where it doesn't. Just yesterday, had a pretty solid day when I thought I wasn't going to have a good day. But what I found out was the reason why my days are pretty consistent and I'm always making the money that I want to make is because my system, and every driver has to have a system. You've got to have a system, you've got to have an aim, you've got to have a goal so that you're not in the car all day, so that you're not, behind the wheel all day long, sitting in the car. You want to be able to get out and live your life. And so I'm going to give you a snapshot of what my day was like yesterday, and it's pretty much every day. Yesterday I drove for about 5 hours. I made $130 in about 5 hours, which is about $22 to $23 an hour. And that's where I usually like to keep it. I like to be above 20 bucks an hour. That makes Uber worth it for me. If I'm above 20 bucks an hour, and that's minus gas. That's minus gas on those days. And so that $131 that I made, I did it in about 5 hours, but I did it in increments. So early morning, like right now in Colorado, Aurora, Colorado, it's 6:43 in the morning. I've already done one ride. I actually should do one more before I go and I pick up my godson. So what I usually do is I get up about 5:30 or 6, depending on what time I get up. My goal from 6 o'clock to 7:15 or 5:30 to 7:15 is 2 to 3 rides. He said, well, that's not a very impressive goal. I understand, but let me break this down. So if I can get 2 to 3 rides, let's say I only get one, but the goal is 2 to 3 rides. The reason why the goal is 2 to 3 rides is because after I drop my godson off, I'm going to turn my app back on, and from 7:45 to about 10:15, I want to get 3 to 5 rides in that hour and a half, 2 hour window. I want to get 3 to 5 rides. If I do this and I can end the morning with anywhere between 5 to 10 rides, I'm over halfway to my goal. I usually like to do about 15 rides a day. Well, if I can do in the morning, let's say I hit 7 to 8, I'm halfway there. Then I go into meetings. I'm a pastor, so I sit down in counseling sessions, one-on-ones. I'm studying, writing. I do a podcast. There's a lot of things that I do from 11:30 to about 3. My writing time is at that time. Different couples counselings, one-on-one counselings. Well, I don't call them counseling. I call them discipleship. Being a Christian pastor, we're called to make disciples. So I call them discipleship. I get back out on the road about 3, sometimes 4. And from 4, let's say 3 to 6:30. My goal is anywhere from 5 to 10 rides. If I got 7, let's say I got 7 in the morning, I can get the 8 that I need in the afternoon, and I can be done for the day. My 15 rides I hit. And usually for 15 rides, I can make anywhere from 100, actually, let's be more accurate, anywhere from $80 to $150. It just depends on the payouts. You know, doing Uber, the payouts are up and down. And so, depending on the payouts, you can make anywhere from $80 to $150. If I'm having a good day, I usually land anywhere between $120 and $130. That's a decent day. And if I'm done at that particular time, evenings are free. I had the Bible study classes that I teach in the evening. Let's say for some reason I fall 2 rides short. I'll go get those 2 rides after class because I got to hit my goals. And I go out maybe an hour, 45 minutes, go get those 2 rides and head back home. That's the way I break up my day in order to make sure that I'm living my life and not, really working. Because the whole point of doing Uber or Uber Eats, whichever one you do, is for the freedom of it. And if you're in the car for 8 hours straight, then that's not freedom. But if you're able to drive for a couple of hours, go do some stuff, stuff that you need to do, that you want to do, that you enjoy doing, and then go back in and just make sure that you hit your goals for the day. 15 is a solid number for the day. There's some people that drive more than that. And with that scheme, I actually do work 6 days a week. Sometimes 7, just depending, because it's so easy that it doesn't feel like I'm working, but I look at my numbers for the week, and that's what I want to do. My ultimate goal for the week is 80 rides for the week. 80 rides for the week. And usually I do that I usually hit that pretty easily. And I can break it up to however I want, especially because 15 a day, knocks that out pretty quickly. So sometimes I take a day off because I don't need to ride that day, or I just take a few rides so that another day is less. Last week I made $790, and I drove for 38 hours total in the week, and so it roughly came out to about $22 an hour. But like I said, as long as it's above 20, I'm happy, because to be able to do the other things that I want, and I schedule when I want, I work when I want. And so hit me up if you got any questions about how to design your day, how to break up your day so you can make the kind of money that you want. And that's basically just with Uber Eats. I've been doing Uber Eats lately because I want to just see what that's like. And the tips, I can't wait to tell you about the tips. I'll tell you about how good the tips are in my next video.